The Proof is Out There is looking to give us answers to the unexplainable. New episodes airing this Friday on the History Channel. We have host Tony Harris here to chat all about it. Thank you so much for your time today.
Pretty always good to be with you. You know that. Anytime, brother, anytime.
Anytime. I mean, first of all, the Lost City of Atlantis, one of my favorite things to read about. And also The Wizard of Oz, Yellow Brick Roads. I mean, and there might be one at the bottom of the ocean.
Yellow Brick Road, goodbye Yellow Brick Road. We drop a little Elton John on top of that, right? So exactly. Yeah, there's great video. A marine biologist, a marine scientist was able to find that captures this Yellow Brick Road. And the question obviously is what is it? Is it paving? Is it from a lost civilization? And if we conclude that it's from a lost civilization, is it possible that it could be the lost civilization, the lost city of Atlantis? So that's our exploration. We take this video, and you know how our show works. We turn it over to our team of experts, and they sort of do the analysis on this for us. But the other piece of this that is fascinating. So if you love that story of the lost city of Atlantis, if you believe there is in fact a lost city of Atlantis, that Atlantis existed, all of those years ago, well, this is for you, because we get to through this video kind of retell that story. And it's a wonderful story, right? So that's one of the beauties of our show, is that when we find a piece of video that is extraordinary in and of itself, and then we can link that to something historical, take it apart with our analysts, and then render a verdict. That's the entire show right there. That's it, top to bottom. That's what we do.
And obviously, a marine biologist submitted this video, but everyday folks, you can crowdsource the videos, and if you see something strange, you see something that doesn't look right, they can submit it to the show.
Yes, I'm going to try my best to remember the email address, info@theproofisouthere.tv. I think, yes, I got that. So
we'll
yeah,
check it and make sure it's the correct one.
Right. So if you capture something, and at the end of every show, as you know, we tell folks to keep those cameras rolling. We plead with them, we beg with them, keep those cameras rolling. And if you capture something that is unusual and you would like to submit it to the team, that's the email address to send it to. And if it passes, if it checks those boxes for us, if it's really unusual, unique in some specific way, if it ties something to something in history, yeah, you've got a good shot with us. And then we take it apart, and then we render a verdict. So it's the way that the format was structured. And you start one of these things, and if you don't really know whether that structure will work, but my goodness, has it worked for us and worked for this show. All new episodes on Friday starting at 10 on the History Channel, and we'd love for everyone to check us out and give us some feedback.
And especially things in history, two things that have fascinated me ever since I was a kid: Loch Ness Monster and Bigfoot. And we're going to touch on those in the new episodes.
Yeah. So, in addition, we'll do UAPs. We'll never leave that area of exploration of UAPs, unidentified flying objects. But you're correct. There's a couple in Scotland on holiday. They visited the loch because you would want to do that, right? And they captured something on video that came close to the surface. And so we get this video, and the mystery of Loch Ness is always going to be enduring, because it's 750 feet of water, and you can't really see. It's murky, it's dark, and we know something's down there. Of course, marine life is down there, right? Not of the extraterrestrial or whatever version or prehistoric version. We know there's marine life down there, and so there's a ton to explore sort of naturally, and then to capture something that comes to the surface that looks unusual. Well, that's exciting for us. It was exciting for this couple. So we get the video, we take it apart, and we offer an analysis. Is it something that links back to prehistoric time? Is it a relative of a plesiosaur? Is it just a giant eel? Whatever it is, we'd like to know, and we don't mind taking the time to explore it, to take it apart and offer our view of it. So yeah, whenever we get video of anything that comes from the loch, we're going to take a good hard look at that.
And one thing you just mentioned there, as far as could it possibly be an animal from prehistoric times, is that I've been reading about birds and fish that people thought were extinct, that somehow there happens to be one or two that are still around, and it kind of blows your mind.
Well, you lead me perfectly into one of our segments in the show. We've got this disembodied fish head in the show, you wouldn't want to put your hand too close to it. Okay, let me just say that. What we do is we put cans near it, and what this thing does, the way it chomps on this thing is pretty frightening. The reason it really works for us is that there's science behind it as to why that happened. So, it's a natural for us. So thank you for the segue.
Of course, I've seen, college students shotgun, a beverage. I've never seen a fish do that. So this is a first that I've seen on television.
You will see it on Friday at 10.
And let's talk a little bit about the UFOs and some of the unidentified flying objects that people have submitted. People are fascinated with, and especially as more information is coming out, the interest is just, at fever pitch.
So this is, we have nothing to do with this great timing, but obviously we are happy with the coincidence that this week, as we're rolling out new episodes, there's a whole lot of news in the UAP space. There is a defense intelligence officer who is a whistleblower now, who's coming forward and essentially saying, that the government, that the Defense Department is withholding evidence of artificial intelligence from Congress. The Congress is our conduit to the information. So I think we've all felt that there's more to know in this space, and more information is coming out all the time. This particular story is getting a wide run everywhere right now. And it's happening at a time when we're going to take a look at UAPs as well in coming episodes in this new bundle. So, it's one of those things that I just happen to be on a show where there's always been great interest, and now the interest in UAPs in all of these areas is at an even heightened level, and it's a good time to be doing this show. And the title of the show, I think, is pretty apt. The proof is out there, and we'll stay with it until we find whatever the proof is. And if we don't find it, we'll tell you. That's what we do. If we don't find it, we'll tell you.
So, Tony, always so great to chat with you. Thank you so much for your time. The proof is out there. New episodes coming to us Friday on the History Channel.
Always enjoy it. Thank you so much.
Thank you.